Yo, what up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Gang. What's poppin'? What's with it? We back up in the mix. Hold on 1 second, yo. I'm just getting set up. What the heck? YouTube out here bugging. Cursor, what's up with you? Shout out to my guy Cursor. Trying to figure out what's wrong. Something's wrong with the chat. I'm trying to see if I can figure this out. I don't know. Just tripping. Let me try one more thing. Make sure y'all come in and smash the like button while we waiting. That's a mandatory. Oh, I think I figured it out. Hold on. I don't know why it looked weird like that. What the hell? Man, YouTube bugging. Ring Dragon, what's up? I have no idea. YouTube is out here tripping. I'll figure it out later. What's up? What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego in the back with some more boxing. I want to do a Teofimo versus Pedro Campa. The recap. This is the remix. Let's get it. Who's in here? Shout out to Steve Mega. He was the first person in the chat. The man said vote for Pedro. Yeah, on some Napoleon Dynamite. Y'all got to get the likes up. What's wrong? I'm in tech. The chat's not looking. It's not looking like it normally does. I have no idea. It's tripping. It's always something where YouTube can be tripping. Anyway, I have to worry about it later. So anyway, what's good? The best boxing content on YouTube. Absolutely. You already knew that though. Teofimo. Let's start. Let's get started. What do y'all think? How do he look to y'all? I'm gonna give you my honest opinion. Teofimo Lopez. Listen. My thing is this. I could tell why they got the guy that they got. Pedro Campa. It all makes sense. I clearly understand why they got him. Why they decided him. Because he was, you know what I'm saying? He was slow. That's the biggest thing. See, I've said this for a while. Top Rank specifically. They have clever matchmaking where they got people, their matchmakers will look into just the description of the fighter, and from the outside look at, to the untrained eye, basically. To the untrained eye, it'll look like this is a good fight on paper, but then behind the scenes, and if you really know, you know, the style is not, it's not a good stylistic matchup. You see what I'm saying? Shout out to Kamal Oz. He said, cue the Seinfeld music, the Black Channels. And I feel Top Rank specifically does this more often. Like, for example, you look at PBC, Gary Antoine Russell is young and they're moving him along. But Victor Postal wasn't fighting bad. It's just, Gary Antoine Russell is more his time. Same thing with Rances Barthélemy. If I'm not mistaken, Rances clipped Gary Antoine Russell, and in the first round, it looked like Gary Antoine Russell was hurt to a degree. You see what I'm saying? So nice competitive fights. This was quasi-competitive, but again, stylistically, I could see it was put there to make Teofimo gain his confidence back, for sure. because the guy was just too slow, too inexperienced, and had no head movement, no defense. That being said, I really wasn't impressed with Teofimo's performance. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying it on no, like on some hating stuff. Like, I'm just, see, we're in crazy troubled times in the world and in boxing where a person such as myself speaks their opinion, you know, uncut, unfiltered, and people, they have a hard time dealing with the reality. Like, it's like people don't want you to have an opinion no more. But I'm just giving you my honest opinion. There's no love lost. I have nothing against none of the fighters I talk about. Teofimo really didn't look that impressive to me. You know what I mean? All things considered. You know, the biggest benefit of the doubt that Teofimo gets is the fact that he was coming off of a loss and somewhat of a layoff, perhaps. So, and he was in a new weight class. So those three factors maybe is part of why he looked how he looked. You know, it is what it is. However, and this is a big however, Teofimo, based on who he wants to be and how he fashions himself, it's for that standard, it becomes unacceptable. What do I mean? I mean, Teofimo wants to be this lit, young, like showman and things like that. So automatically, you're going to be held to a higher standard. You're going to be held to a standard where you have to produce high quality. And, you know, I think it was just kind of an average performance. And then he got the stoppage. Like, even the stoppage, for me, I thought it was a little premature. I thought it was a little bit hasty. Like, my thing is this. I don't want to see no one. Hold on. What's up with the chat? I don't see is this cool? Bro, YouTube is tripping. They not sending no notifications. Oh, shout out to Cursor. Bro, y'all gotta show some signs of life, because I see YouTube is tripping with the notification. They not sending no notifications so no one knows I'm alive. But yeah, y'all gotta get it. The people here, y'all gotta get it cracking. Dude will get mollywopped by top tier fighters in 140 from what I seen. Shout out to my boy Cursor, representing Cleveland. What you making, Cursor? He said YouTube kicked me out the stream. That's what I'm saying, bro. I already know YouTube is hating, bro. I can always see it. Y'all can see it. I'm surprised he called out Regis. Yeah, based on that performance, that ain't what you want. You better get some seasoning. Listen, the stoppage was suspect to me. Like, it just, like, again, I don't want to see no fighter die in the ring and all that. Like, that's not what I'm hoping for. But these guys signed up for 12 rounds of potential action. They train for potential 12 rounds of championship actions. And you do a disservice to the fighter, and you do a disservice to the fans as well when you prematurely stop it. Like, just imagine some classics. What if the referee stopped Manny Pacquiao versus Juan Manuel Marquez in the first fight? Because Marquez in the first round got dropped 3 times. That's pretty excessive. But just put this in perspective. Everything I say is the boxing gospel. Imagine if the referee, jumped the gun and said, "Oh, Marquez, you're done." Bro, Pacquiao gave us 4 classics, basically 4 classics, a saga in boxing, more than a trilogy that is remembered by millions of people. Like the 4 fights that they had. You see what I'm saying? Marquez got dropped 3 times in the first round, and it looked like a typical Pacquiao show. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Pacquiao, too much for him. But Marquez, what did he do next? You know what I'm saying? But luckily, that referee got it right and allowed Marquez to keep fight. He fought to a draw in that particular fight. And then he went on to beat Manny Pacquiao. I thought he beat him in the 3rd fight too. And then he knocked him out in the 4th fight. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, you would have ruined an all-time classic by prematurely stopping it. Or even think of more recently, look at Andy Ruiz Jr. versus Joshua. What if they would have just stopped it when Joshua dropped him? He looked badly hurt. But that's why, you know what I'm saying? That's why boxing, boxing, it just keeps shooting itself in the foot. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy. It's like boxing should be the most lit sport, best sport, everybody checking for a sport, but they keep doing weird stuff. And the worst part about it is there's no uniformity. There's no like consistency. You'll see these premature and bad stoppages, and then Wilder knocks Fury unconscious, and then Jack Reese let him keep fighting. You know what I'm saying? It's just, there's no type of remotely any type of consistency to how these refs is doing it. And I thought that was the case of the whole Top Rank main event and co-main event. The Xander Zayas, like, cool, he cool. You know, he hurt the guy. But the guy got back up. Like, what's the point of letting somebody get back up if you just gonna stop it no matter what? You should just stop it when they get dropped in. You know, because I thought the Xander Zayas, it was a cool, clean knockdown. I ain't mad at that. But the guy got back up and you just, nope, it's over. And they did that with Teofimo. And you really robbed the winning fighter too, because we should be able to see if Teofimo, Xander Zayas, and Gary Antoine Russell and stuff in these situations, how they would have responded. So, all in all, Teofimo Lopez, I didn't see, it didn't correlate to his talk, him and his father's talk. That's the biggest thing. Mora had no problem stopping that fight yesterday quick, but after 2 nasty knockdowns for Fury, he prolonged it. That's what I'm saying. It ain't no consistency to it. Jack Reese let Charlo demolish Tony Harrison's head, and then he let it keep going until he finally stopped it. Yeah, it's just weird stuff in boxing. After thinking about it, I still feel the same way what I said yesterday on the Boxingego watch party about Teofimo. Is Teofimo, he looks, to me, he don't look like a fighter that knows what he wants to do. He looks like an impressionable young fighter, and he's trying to be like multitudes of fighters, so therefore he doesn't really have his own identity. And I see that a lot with these young fighters, and it's sad. Like, you know I'm not the fighter, but when I came in this boxing game, I knew exactly who I was. I knew exactly where I was planning on going, and I never derived from that. I never tried to be like nobody. I never came in biting nobody's style. I knew what I wanted to accomplish, and we're still accomplishing that, you know? But some of these I think it's a generational thing. Some of these young fighters, you know, the TikTok era of fighters, it's like they don't know who they want to be as a fighter. Like, they want the showmanship of Mayweather, or Muhammad Ali, the money of Mayweather. They want the pizzazz and the panache of Roy Jones Jr. So it's like it's like a cluster uck. It's a cluster uck of different things that you're trying to be, and you're not. You know how they say, are you the jack of all trades, master of none? That's basically the same thing that I'm seeing with some of these young fighters. Like, who is Teofimo? Like, at the core of it, who is Teofimo? Like, how do you beat Lomachenko? And Lomachenko's a good fighter. You know, the old media, they're going to overhype it, but he's still, you know, he's a good fighter. You beat him, and then the next fight, you fight like an asshole against Kambosos, coming off a split decision wins, and you loading up on every shot, fighting like a madman. It's like just look at Teo's last 3 fights. Who are you, bro? So you clearly have some skill and natural ability to beat Lomachenko, but then the very next fight you fight Kambosos, and you claim you were injured and had 2 holes in you and couldn't breathe. But listen, if I couldn't breathe and then I decided instead of canceling the fight that I was gonna still fight, why would you be fighting like a madman if you know you have all these things wrong with you? All these ailments. Teo fought in a tent. Is that real? Cause y'all keep saying the tent. They put a circus tent? What y'all talking about? Y'all keep saying this tent. I'm done, bro. He said Teo fought in a tent. It did like when I seen the interviews, it low key did look like they was in a tent though. They was in the tent. Somebody said a camping tent. They was in a tent. Is that, can we get some confirmation on that? Bro, Teo fighting in a tent like he on Survivor. Man, come on, bro. All that, bro, all that's dead. Saying you bigger than Tank and all that, all that's dead. If they got you fighting in a tent and there was 3,000 people there, bro, stop it. You're definitely not bigger than Tank. I don't even know why. See, and you know what the funny thing is? When I say all the things that I'm saying, you know there's somebody out there acting like I'm the bad guy because I'm checking boxing and fact checking what's being said and I'm holding people to a standard. He said a wedding tent. Hey, bro, I'm done, bro. This man said he fought in a wedding tent. Y'all tripping. They were gonna put the boy in a circus tent. Him and his dad in that Diddy gold suit, that shiny suit that he was wearing from P. Diddy collection or whatever. That Sean John suit his pops had on. I'm done, bro. He definitely ain't bigger than Tank then. He fighting in Barnum Bailey Circus. Oh my gosh. Bro, this man did not need to put the monkey, the elephant, lion emojis. Bro, y'all gotta stop, bro. Y'all gotta be stopped. Bro, he said he fight. Oh my gosh, bro. Bro, Teo gotta cut it out. He said he bigger than Tank and they got him fighting. Bro, they got him fighting in P.T. Barnum tent. Bro, you fight in a P.T. Barnum tent. And you talking about you bigger than Tank. But they rented a jump house for you to fight in. Get the out of here, bro. Bro, they gonna have you fighting in a jump house like we 6. Bro, Bob Arum, he be trying to save some money, don't he, Jack? Bro, Bob Arum rented a jump house. Now, Teofimo, I know you're coming off a loss. Therefore, I gotta cut the budget. For your next fight with Pedro Campa, I rented a jump house. Bro, the man, Bob a cold piece of work, bro. Bob done put his fight at the Chuck E. Cheese's and then he gonna rent a jump house. Bob done cut the budget on Teo and rented a jump house in a Chuck E. Cheese for 1 hour. They eating some greasy ass pizza. Media got pizza grease. Media got pizza grease, all of their cameras and cell phones trying to film Teo. Bro, you are not bigger than Tank. They said Teo fighting next to the bearded lady. Bro, they got King Kong in the other room. This circus ass fight. Bro, they got King Kong about to come out as the real main event. The literal King Kong that they got from Kong Island. Man, stop. Teo must be stopped, bro. Bob Arum running top rank like Death Row Records. Church, you ain't never lied, bro. He the new Suge. Bob Knight. Any of your artists want to remain artists, don't want to have to worry about the executive producer, Eddie Hearn, all in the video, dancing. Come to Top Rank. Bro, Top Rank, the new Death Row Records, Death Row East, believe in it. It's over, bro. They said there was a dude in the background doing magic card tricks. And, man, they got David Copperfield at T.O. fight, and he talking about he bigger than Tank. Bro, Leonard Ellerby and them ain't never put Tank in no circus tent. It smell like elephant Bro, you ever been in a circus? It smell like straight manure. It smell like, bro, if the circus come to your city, it smell like pure manure. Your whole city be smelling like manure for the weeks that they in town. It just smell like straight boo-boo. And I ain't talking Demetrius Andre. Bro, people trying to get to the ring size manure piles. Like Jeff Goldblum in Jurassic Park. That's one big pile of ish. Bro, you are not the A side. You the Z side. They put you in the tent. It's over. They put that boy in the tent. They pitched the tent for T.O. So, yeah, well, let's just dead that right now. T.O. won the big teddy bear at the top behind the counter after the fight. I'm done, bro. Y'all violating. Y'all going in. This is too funny. This is way too funny. Yeah, so dead all that. You not bigger than Tank. You're not even bigger than Ryan Garcia. To be real. Bro, listen. You are not bigger than Ryan Garcia if you had 3,000 people at your fight. Like, you can say whatever you want about Ryan, but he pulling out more than 3,000 people. See, this is what old media do. Old media be yappity yap yap and clickety clack clack and saying all this stuff. And then when you try to go to fact check it, it don't really add up. They said that Lomachenko is a big star. The lie detector test determined that was a lie. They said Teofimo is the A side over Tank. I got the video on my channel right now to prove it. Man, y'all gonna get me tight. Hold on.
The money goes into my baby.
Kamal said anyone seen Andre since Ben Eubank was announced? Bro, I don't know what Andre doing. I'm not really worried about it because I don't, his decisions, I don't know where he's at. I don't know nothing about what he's doing. I'll save that for another time. We talking about Tio. Tank the big fish, clearly. The loss to Kambosos was so bad he got into a divorce. Hey, you wrong. I don't know about that. But listen. Men lie, women lie, numbers don't. Gervonta is the mother A side over Ryan, definitely over Tio and everybody else. And when I said it, when Tank and Mayweather Promotions and Leonard Ellerby said it, and Floyd Mayweather said it, and Showtime, everybody's saying it, y'all said we was wrong, and now y'all looking like Biggie with the cock eye, and y'all dead wrong. So there's that. Bro, see, I tell you all the time, this is why I have so much longevity in this game. The game is not going to be what you want it to be because you want it to be it. Like, so you can, that's like boxing Twitter. A lot of boxing Twitter, they just type something because it makes them feel good, and they'll tweet out a bunch of senseless stuff. Oh, Tank's not a star. Tank needs to step up. Bro, nobody believes you. You need more people. You could keep saying all this stuff, and nobody wants to see Tank versus Rolly, but 19,000 somebody's wanted to see Tank versus Rolly because they went out to the fight. So the game ain't not going to be what you want it to be just because. Yeah, Biggie with the cockeye. Oh, that's real. It's like Puff say. Oh. Bro, y'all Biggie with the cockeye. Y'all dead wrong. Stop playing with me. Everybody hit the DECK. My slow flow's remarkable. Yeah, Biggie. Peace to Mateo. Now he smoke weed like Tony Montana sniffed the yayo. That's crazy blood. Bro, I try to tell you. Y'all dead wrong. Your reign on the top was short like leprechauns as I crush so-called willies, thugs, and rapper dog. Get in that ad quick fast like Ramadan. It's that rap phenomenon, daughter. Bro, Biggie with the cockeye. That's y'all. Y'all dead wrong. Y'all know I'm right. I'm the best in the business. Bob Aram asked to let me borrow my kid's birthday party supplies, including the 10. Hey, Chuck, you a fool. Bro, they was serving food in the paper plates with the red cups for T.O. fight. Bro, they cut the budget. They went to Costco and got some Kirkland glizzies. You hear me? Bro, they got a pack of hot dog buns from Kirkland from Costco and a million pack of glizzies for T.O. fight. They done cut the budget to this kid so much. They're like, you off a loss? Nah. We saving that budget for somebody else. Bro, they got the paper plates and red cups and cupcakes. And then they fed Teofimo with cupcake. I was watching the fight like, wait. They had a bunch of red cups and paper plates and a bunch of cupcakes. Gave him Pedro Campa. Fed Tio with cupcake. Bro, they fed him with cupcake. That's, bro. Tio, he taught, man, I gotta see more, bro. Was J-Lo there? Man, hell nah. I ain't see J-Lo, Halo, Bagel. I ain't see nobody there. I see Miguel Bercho. That's who was there. They selling cold cut Lunchable. Bro, they cut his budget so bad. They went to Party World and got a piñata for Tio with some candy in it. Taste the rainbow, motherfucker. Bro, y'all better not get on Bob Arum bad side. He'll cheap out on you. Bob Arum, he'll get cheap. He'll give you $500 and some Werther's Originals for your payday. You hear me? Bro, get betray Bob and make Bob mad. Bro, you have $500 and some Werther's Originals. That's gonna be your paycheck. Like T.O. did all that Triller to the moon and all that. Went and fought on DAZN. Bob's like, all right, I got you, bro. Bob was like, I got you. Next fight in the jump house. We putting you in the tent. Bro, Bob like Alonzo on training day. Oh, you motherfucker. All right. When Tio was talking crazy to Top Rank, Bob was like, oh, you motherfucker. All right. Okay, huh? Yeah, okay. Now you want to lose on DAZN on Eddie Hearn's platform. That's what you're telling me, huh? All right. Okay. Oh, you calling me a liar? Huh? Bro. Yeah. Next fight, I'll have you fighting in the tent when I get finished with it. Shoe program, no. Bro, Bob Arum said, hey, T.O., I'm putting cases on all you T.O.s. I'll have you fighting on Nickelodeon when I get finished with you in a tent. Shoe program, Nick. Bro, he said, y'all make me spit. Bro, that man said he'll have T.O. fighting on Nick at Night, Nickelodeon. Bob done cut the budget on the boy T.O. Yeah. Yeah, so you want to run over the Triller, make us look bad? That's what you telling me, huh? T.O. supposedly spent $50,000 on a ticket. Bro, how you buy tickets to your own show to make it look like it's jam-packed? Bro, that defeats the, whatever, bro. That defeats the whole purpose. They talking about, we have a sold out, but T.O. bought all the tickets. But you saying it's sold out. Bro, so it's a sellout when you bought the tickets, huh? Yeah, only thing sold out is you sold out, huh? You spent $50,000 on tickets to your own show. And you calling it a sellout, huh? All right. Okay. Bro, imagine, bro, that's like Tank spending a meal on tickets and be like, oh, I sold out with Rolly. Like, nah, bro, that's weak. Man, y'all pissing me off today. Bob paid T.O. like Kell Brook paid the trainer he found on Instagram. Word up. Bro. Bob gonna give Teofimo $2,000 and Seinfeld season 5. What y'all talking about? He gonna give him season 5 on DVD. Friends with Jennifer Aniston. No cap. Who's Tank's biggest win in your opinion? Man, you a op, bro. I ain't answering that. You the ops. I could tell by the phrasing of your question. Who's Tank's biggest win? Who cares? Who cares? What does that have to do with it? He still, whatever his biggest win is, bro, he bigger than Teofimo. That's the point. You trying to deflect from the point. I know. No refunds. You trying to deflect from the point. Bro, I don't care who Tank fought. All of the fights are bigger than Teo. You ain't the one like Neo. All the fights is bigger than Teo. Bro, I said Teo think he hot because he beat the Matrix. You not the one like Neo. Tank and your sales is tanking. You not the one, Teo. Bro, stop. Bro, all the backflips and Heisman. Bro, he said he fighting in December on pay-per-view. Oh, you finna fight on pay-per-view. Bro, who is Teo finna fight on pay-per-view? Like, for real. There's about a good 2 names he could fight that would be pay-per-view material. Teofimo versus Broner. That's cap. We don't even know what happened with Broner fight this week, so that's cap. Y'all be capping, bro. Holla at me with something real. Bro, they ain't finna fight Broner. But how many top rank and PBC fights get made frequently with big name people? Y'all just be saying stuff, wishful thing. I don't play boxing like that. You got to show me some evidence of that. People always talk about that. I think Rolly got a better chance of fighting Broner than Teo. Bro, my thing is this. Teofimo, I don't feel like he has an identity. He came out jabbing and the jab was working and he just stopped doing it. Who does that? Bro, if you with a chick and you doing something and she like it, you keep doing it. Like you kissing on her neck. You kiss on her neck, huh? And she like making noises. Yes, yeah, you just gonna stop? Yeah, I mean, I'm just being real. If you were with a chick, block no cap boxing, you a bum and I'm taking your money. Yeah, my money. No cap boxing, you a bum, you up out of here. Bro, his name is No Cap, but my shooters put a cap in him. So I guess it wasn't No Cap after all. Listen, my shooter's gonna put you in the afterworld after all. His name is No Cap Boxing, but the shooters put a cap in him. So I guess there really was a cap in boxing after all. Get him out of here. You a bum. You a hater. Bro, I'm so popping. Like Drake said, you ain't popping if you ain't got haters though. Listen, I'm so popping, they paid to send me hate. Do you understand? I'm the god of boxing. I'm the king of this. There is none greater. None. People pay me to hate. Levels. I knew he was a rat. I knew it. I could smell it. Bro, they pay to hate. That is godlike. Anyway, Teofimo, I don't feel he has an identity. Especially after, I had to see more, especially after the Cambosos loss. So, here's why. He came out in round 1 exercising a jab. I said, okay. And guess what? Pedro Campa got no head movement. None. Bro, I seen quadriplegics with more head movement than the boy Pedro Campa. Bro, I know people in the chair, quadriplegics that got better head movement than Pedro Campa. And that's not a punchline. These are actual facts. None. Pedro Campa had no head movement. None. The jab was working, But T.O. so busy trying to style on you and wild on you. Man, I got the whole block. I let it pile on you. And he's trying to do all this other stuff. You abandoning the main thing that would have helped you get the job done surgically and probably faster. A jab. Bro, all that other, see, that's what I'm saying. Some of these young kids, you don't, bro, what? Yeah, smash the like button. Some of these young kids, they don't, it's like, this ain't a movie, dog. The jab is the most fundamental thing. That's probably the first punch they teach. And it's not that he had a bad jab. It's that he abandoned the jab. That's the issue. Bro, Errol Spence beat the out of Mikey Garcia, and it was all initiated with a jab. All of it. The Charlo brothers, jab. Shakur Stevenson versus Valdez, jab. Bro, just jab. That sets up your combinations. And he did it, and I was like, okay, maybe he learned something. Round 2, where the jab at? Round 3, where the jab? You know what I'm saying? It's like, bro, you too worried about, listen, it's like White Men Can't Jump, the movie. Classic movie, by the way. Classic movie. White Men Can't Jump, there's a part with Sidney and Billy Hoyle, and Billy said to Wesley Snipes' character, Sidney, he said, you rather lose and look good than to win and look bad in winning. Something to that effect. That's a lot of these dudes in boxing. They rather lose but look pretty, look good or whatever, than to win and get an ugly win. Me, I'm a competitor. I come from the Kobe Bryant school. You know, that's the cloth I'm cut from. I'm about winning at all costs. I'd rather have an ugly ass win than the loss. That's just me. I'm from Kobe Bryant, Mayweather, that school. Andre Ward. I'll take the, like y'all saying, talking about Dre Ward and Kovalev beat you and all that, or whatever. What's BoxRec say? That's me. Like, okay, Kovalev did his thing, but I beat him. You know, I'd rather take the ugly win than, bro, I'd rather have an ugly win than a pretty loss. What y'all talking about? Listen, I said some of these young fighters in the game, they looking pretty lost. Me, I'm cut from a different cloth. I'd rather have a pretty win than an ugly loss. That's a bar. Hold on. Listen. I'm too nice, bro. I said I'm too nice. I gave you a White Man Can't Jump metaphor. That's Wesley Snipes. Listen, I said I'm too nice. I gave you a White Man Can't Jump analogy. That's Wesley Snipes. Your girl will get the pipe. You will get the knife. Bro, man, stop playing with me, bro. A lot of these young fighters, they trying to highlight Ryan Garcia too. You trying to highlight reel everything. But the real way to get a highlight reel is fundamentals. That's how you get the highlight reel. When you break the person down, then they start getting tired and stuff. Now you start being able to open them up, hit them with anything that, you know what I'm saying, they don't see coming, whatever. Teofimo, he cared more about trying to look cool, dance on the ropes. And like, he wasn't even in firm control of the fight for the first 6 rounds to be doing a bunch of stuff. So it makes you look kind of foolish. And I would have to surmise that against a better option, you know, all that popping and locking, like it's not gonna fare as well. Oh yeah, let's not forget about Devin Haney, incredible jab with Campos. That's what won him the fight for real. Bro, Teofimo's he trying to hump the air and like do all this jolting, convulsions and herking and jerking. Like, that's cool, but you're not really dogging him to be doing all that. You know what I'm saying? So like real talk, and see, listen, I'm just keeping it real. If you are a black fighter, you're gonna be held to a higher standard. That's just what I see. For example, Jaron Ennis is knocking people out early. Like, if I'm not mistaken, the fight with Thomas Delorme, the fight with Castillo Clayton, bro, he's bodying them in 1 round. and he's styling on them, but he's just destroying them. That to me, and here's the thing. You let the haters say it, they'll hate and say Jaron Ennis because he's destroying dudes, a black fighter, because the black champ won. Bro, because a black fighter is destroying his competition, they want to up his competition and say he ain't doing it. You know what I mean? They be like, oh, Jaron Ennis, he need to step up. Woo, nonstop criticism. But guess what? Castillo Clayton and Thomas Delorme, they're better than Campa. For real. If you look at what Thomas Delorme, who he's been in there with, his wins, his losses, bro, he shared the ring with Terrence Crawford. Pedro Campa had never been in the ring with no one like Terrence Crawford. Experience matters. So it was like a tailor-made fight for him, for real. And he still didn't, exceed expectations. He just did what people thought he was going to do. But he actually did it with a little bit more struggle than probably people thought he would. So Tio definitely got some work to do. He definitely does. Especially for the names he calling out. And I see, here's another example. Josh Kelly, he was doing all that like clowning in the ring, and he got beat by the average type of person. You see what I'm saying? Like, bro, it's hard to be at elite level and like really swag on somebody and do all this other stuff. You know what I mean? At an elite level, like fight Maidana and be joking around in there. Good luck with that. You know what I'm saying? See, Tom Schwartz, Tyson Fury did all that stuff with Tom Schwartz. Josh Kelly, he was doing all that stuff with lesser people. You couldn't even beat David Avanesian. Lamont Peterson beat David Avanesian on the Broner Granados card. I was there in Cincinnati. You know what I'm saying? You couldn't beat David Avanesian. But you do all this like special effects against domestic level people. That matters, bro. So I'm like Roger Mayweather, rest in peace. Like Roy Jones or somebody like that, bro, he'd do the same thing if he was in there with James Toney, Bernard Hopkins, stop Virgil Hill with a body shot. Yeah, I must have forgot. Like, bro, that's an Olympian, bro. Virgil Hill, he broke his rib. With an Olympian, with one shot, with one body shot. So you doing some Vinny Pazienza, you doing that type of stuff with them. They made a movie about Vinny Pazienza. So I come from a different school of boxing where like that don't really impress me unless you doing it to Vinny Pazienza. Okay, bleed for this. They made a movie about dude. They ain't making no Pedro Campa movie anytime soon. I'm pretty sure of that. You see what I'm saying? You styling on Bernard Hopkins. You know what I'm saying? So that's different. Teofimo, he trying to look like illustrious, but you doing that against Pedro Campa, who's slowed in the muff, and you're trying to get brownie points for that. Like, that's not even like someone we consider to be stupid dangerous. You know what I'm saying? Tyson Fury, he did that he got on the ropes and, doing all this with Tom Schwartz. And then when he fought Kambosos, where was all that? Where was all that pinoche and all that stuff he was doing? So it's like, bro, that's why I said Teofimo, I don't really know his identity as a fighter. I really don't. I feel like to be 25, like, put it this way, Z, and like, call me an old soul or whatever you want. I knew who Floyd Mayweather was by the age of 25. He beat Gennaro Hernandez when he was 21. You knew who the Floyd was as a fighter by age 25. You knew who Oscar De La Hoya was by age 25. Shout out to San Diego. Isaiah, what's up? You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of the greats that started boxing and turned pro at a reasonable age, you knew who they was by age 25. like their identity as a fighter. Identity is something that I seem to be the only one that even talks about on a frequent basis in boxing. Identity matters. Like, this is who you are. Like, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to my man, San Diego. Isaiah Morales. Let's go.
The money goes into my baby.
Bro, identity matters. And it's hard to explain. And I don't even choose to like really go too in depth with it. But your reputation precedes you, and identity and what people feel about your peers and stuff. Like Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson had the aura early in his career. Like, this is a bad boy. That's an aura. That's following you. Like, you ain't even threw one punch and they had that fear for you. You know what I'm saying? Teofimo, he's like, he just seems like in between, like, I don't know. I just don't know who he is. I just don't see that identity, bro. Like, do you want to be a cerebral fighter because you came out round one with a jab, then you're doing the Philly shell, then you did the Joe Frazier, you know what I'm saying? But you were still getting tagged in some of them exchanges. And this is a guy who's not really even world class or fast. Pedro Campa looks slow. And I think that's the stylistic matchup they were looking for Teo. So, you know, he won. Congratulations on that. But to fight the names he's calling out, Josh Taylor, Regis Prograis, you know, Tank, I got to see more. Like, he can do whatever he wants. Fight them next if you want. But what I'm seeing, I don't think that's a good look. Like, bro, and I've never said this. I've never said this. Based on what I seen yesterday, listen, this is breaking news. I've never said this on my channel. I know, because I know what I say. Y'all got to get the likes up. Before, because I think Ryan Garcia has flaws as well, but I've never said this. After seeing the Pedro Campa fight, I give Ryan Garcia a chance to beat Teofimo. Before, I never really like overly looked at the matchup, and I kind of just like eked it towards Teofimo's side. But after what I seen yesterday, I give Ryan Garcia actually a chance. I truly do. Ryan Garcia, I give him a solid chance, bro. Like, put it this way, I'll take it a step further because you know I'm about that action. I like to push it to the limit. I'll take it a step further. I think Ryan Garcia versus Teofimo is a less dangerous fight than Tank. So if I was Golden Boy, I would, if you're trying to protect Ryan and keep him winning, I'll put him in with Teo before I put him in with Tank. That's just my personal opinion. For real, I like Ryan Garcia's chances. I'm not saying he absolutely would beat Teo, but I am saying I would like his chances versus Teo more than I like his chances versus Tank. But the same could really be said for Teo too. I like Teo's chances versus Ryan better than Teo's chances versus Tank. That's my honest opinion. Take it or leave it. Or you can shove it up your ass because I don't care. That's my honest opinion. The other thing that was concerning is it's hard to you know what I'm saying? It's hard to quantify what I'm saying because as a human, I do some things that a lot of people don't really do, especially in modern times, 2022, but I'm really good at it, because I've been doing it, and that's relying on animal instinct. I don't feel enough people rely on their internal systems and natural animalistic animal instinct enough, like gut feelings and intuition. I do it, and more often than not, almost 9 out of 10 times or better, you know what I'm saying, 9.5, my gut feelings, usually they're there for a reason. So some of what I say is kind of intuition and foreshadowing, but not all of it. So that being said, it's kind of hard to explain because some of it can't be proven until what I say happens. And with the politics of boxing, there's no guarantee that that happens. Like, for example, I could say, oh, Tio can't beat Tank, but the only way to prove if I'm right is for them to actually make that fight next. So, you know, it's just in limbo up until they actually fight, which who knows if they will or how easy that is to make. But I will say this, I think Teofimo, like, I don't know. I think he like fronts and he's like feigning confidence that he doesn't really have, but he's trying to build himself up and figure it out along the way. I really do. Like, he looked in the locker room, he looked type nervous. You know what I'm saying? He looked pretty nervous. He's like hitting himself and, you know, he really looked nervous. And you're fighting Campa and you look nervous. You know what I'm saying? So imagine if you were fighting Tank for all the marbles and more people, more cameras. That would be, you know what I'm saying? That would be a spectacle. And it looked like he had like almost like Joshua in New York when he lost to Ruiz. He kind of looked like he had anxiety. And that was against a Pedro Campa. And even in the fight, you know, he's trying to like style and like almost lead you astray. Like, oh, he's in possessing complete control. But when I was seeing him get touched, he looked like he had PTSD from the Cambosos fight, and he didn't look like he was accepting those shots like he had been when he was undefeated. Like when I seen him get hit previously in his career, I didn't see like much of a hesitation. But after the Cambosos lost, no matter, like, I don't care what he's saying. I'm talking about what he's showing. There's a difference. That a guy can say he wants to marry this girl and they've been dating steadily for 8 years and he never pops the question. That's something you're saying. Doing and buying a ring and actually proposing is completely different. So I don't really look into when people who are like Teofimo, who just blurt out anything and say stuff. I don't look so much into that because that's what your mouth say. Anybody's mouth, you can move your mouth to make any syllables and words if you know how to speak, know how to talk. So certain people, they lose their pass with me when they say too many like things that I deem are just too radical. So I don't really even look at that. Like, see, I don't think a lot of people value words like me. Words count, words hurt, words cut, you know what I'm saying? I value words. I feel like everybody should really be responsible for what you say. There should be some accountability for what you say and do. Some people just say things and it's like, I don't know. Like even the dude, what's his name? Charleston White. He's saying all this stuff about Nipsey and then he do an apology. Bro, I've been online longer than he been online. And you don't see me apologizing because I'm not out here saying nothing crazy that I'm going to regret in 2 weeks when Crips press me or whatever caused him to apologize. You see what I'm saying? That's why people, they should just really respect the words that are coming out of your mouth. Like, think about things before you say things. Listen, all the haters, I mean, I got a lot of support, but all the haters I get, bro, I would have been off the net if I was saying stuff that they could cancel culture me for. You see what I'm saying? Because someone would have, oh, he said this and that, but I don't talk like that. That's not me. I'm not saying nothing that, like, we can differ in opinion, but I'm not saying anything to oppress anybody or a group of people, blah, blah, blah. So I think Tio needs more fights at 140. I mean, Regis Prograis and Tio. And like even I could see Top Rank maybe making the Arnold Barbosa fight, and that's even a dangerous fight for Teofimo, to be honest. But Barbosa, he got hurt in his last fight too, so I guess they both have a chance. Yeah, Prograde's too awkward. Tio is done as a boxer. He can't beat the top guys at 35. He can't beat the top guys at 40. I think he's in a hard spot for sure. Because he said he can't make 35. So if you renege on that and go make it, then you already just told us that you was damaging your body and putting holes in your body by making the weight. So you can't really move back down. And I don't really see, like, I said this yesterday. Honestly, what you're seeing, can you picture Teofimo? Can you picture Teofimo at 47? I can't, bro. Terrence Crawford and Teofimo, stop it. Errol Spence and Teofimo, stop it. Jaron Ennis and Teofimo, stop it. Virgil Ortiz and Teofimo, stop it. Boxingego is trash. But you here right now, swinging for my nuts. Blocking. That was easy. They act up and get blicked up. Rashidi Ellis, man. Rashidi Ellis would dog Tio. Bro, I'm telling you. So he trapped at 140 where the guys don't necessarily have the biggest name, but there's some dangerous fights there too. So, yeah, I feel Top Rank is going to have to move him a certain way, to be honest. I think they have to move him a certain way. They all want attention from Poppy Ego. Facts. I know it's weird. It's almost a sickness. These dudes just come in and they want Poppy Ego to speak to them or whatever. Bro, I'm not even trying to be like roast or nothing. I'm just being real. Pedro Campa is not remotely near the best, and he was giving Teofimo some issue. That's concerning. That's concerning. Bro, Pedro Campa, he had one fight outside of America. He had fought and lost in Mexico to a guy who was like 11-9 or something, horrible record, and he got knocked out by that person. So this was really a match made in heaven for Teofimo, and he doing backflips like he just beat Prime Ali. What's in Teofimo's head that makes him think 2 weeks of sparring is enough? Bro, I don't know. I really don't even know. Like, his dad training him. I just don't see the Teofimo show being like a thing for much longer. Unless they take it slow, to be honest. Bro, Teofimo, I hate to say it, but it looks like Teofimo peaked too quickly. Because Teofimo had this crazy run where in 8 months' time, he had worked himself up in Heisman and Fortnite dances and doing all this. And then he had immediately kind of got into a Lomachenko fight and then won. But it's like, sometimes if you peak too soon, you could be a flash in the pan. But if you let it marinate and grow in the right way, then you could become the man. You know what I mean? Yeah, he might have peaked when he beat Loma. That's what I'm saying. Like when you get to a certain level too quickly, you can have issues because it's like okay, put it like, listen, a lot of people, this is outside of boxing. A lot of people, they're like, man, I wish I had $1 million, right? And like, I've even said that, like, oh, I wish I had $1 million. Blah, blah, blah. Bro, if I had $1 million when I was 20, when I was 21, I don't know. Maybe I can't handle it because I'm completely different. My mindset right now than when I was ripping and running the bay at age 20 and 21. You see what I'm saying? Cause like my priorities have completely shifted. Like out here in the Bay, bro, we would be moving mean. We would be up to Frisco one day, Sacramento the next day. Like we was just out, just running the streets, doing all types of stuff. Oakland, you know what I mean? We was just out there. So imagine if I had $1 million at that given point. We used to do stupid stuff. Like I had a Macy's, I remember I got a Macy's credit card, right? And I would buy a new fit every time we went to the club. Like if if it was agreed that we were gonna go out on Saturday night, me and my partners was finna go on Saturday night, go out to the club, I would go charge a new outfit Saturday in the daytime, like, you know, work my little shift, then go to the Macy's or wherever, and then buy some Jabots or whatever fit, and buy some new cologne. Like just buy it. You see what I'm saying? Buy a new fit just for the one night. Like we was doing stupid stuff like that. So sometimes when you get it, if you get it too quick, you know, you might not know how to act. Rashidi that has too much speed for T. Man, Rashidi will tear Tio up. Rashidi type big too. Like he like stocky big. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how tall he is, but he look kind of like big. He look like thicker than Canelo damn near. Yeah, that bro. Rashidi gonna be a problem. Man, we was on them Jabot jeans. Let's get it. Yeah, so anyway, I don't know. That's just he 5'9"? Yeah. Teofimo get tore up. Yeah, he looked bigger than Canelo. Ego is on his Dame Dash not wearing the same fit. Nah, I didn't just like not wear it, but I'm just saying like it's dumb to buy an outfit unless you got it like that for real. It's dumb to buy an outfit before every club if you go into the club frequently. It get kind of costly. And ESPN got to stop capping with T.O. They keep saying he was undisputed. He wasn't undisputed, bro. That's sad. Like, that's sad when they got to really like try to convince you of something that really is not the case. Like he really wasn't undisputed, bro. Canelo saying he can't go down because it's BS because Rashidi is taller and has bigger muscle. Yeah, he don't want to go down. Yeah, he definitely wasn't undisputed at all. Stop it. Anyway, I'm about to get out of here. I got to bust a couple moves. Just kind of want to recap things. Make sure you guys stay tuned. I got a lot of stuff I'll be dropping on the channel. So holla at me. Peace out.